Anyway, on this video, we're going to talk about something useful. It's about creating EA or the trading robot for MT4 or MT5 with the help of ChatGPT. Yeah, this might sound wild, but I do agree because of the inconsistency for the outcome it produced. I kind of like got severe headache when I started it back then, trying to like create a robot with it. But it's better than nothing comparing to years ago when AI has yet to be popular as they are right now. The pay for hiring someone for a simple trading robot like moving average, for example, would cost you a minimum $500. Those days are so mind-blowing. For you, just wanted to try something out. It's kind of like shaking my head. A little more gibberish here. I have tried many AI tools previously. You have the Claude, you have the Microsoft, what's that called already? The Copilot, and then you have the Gemini from Google, and then the ChatGPT from OpenAI, and then you have the DeepSeek, the China AI. I haven't tried yet. I read it that the Redditor approved it. They have positive results with it on coding. But then, from my experience upon testing the phone, I can say that the Copilot from Microsoft works the best. And then the Claude comes up after for the free tier. Like if you don't want to spend a single cent for it, they provide a rather simplified versions of the bot in terms of the coding. But if you want a better one and a more precise one, I recommend ChatGPT, the API versions. It costs like $5 to $10 to get access to it because that's the minimum top up amount the ChatGPT accept. But the cost to create a simple bot would be somewhere around less than a few cents. Yeah, few cents. And then the complex one like mine would cost roughly over probably like $2 around that. Does that surprise you somehow? Because of the inconsistency from the bot, there are a lot of like corrections need to be done. But here's my result for the bot. Then here's the result of my bot. So as you can see, right, the bot actually started around here, and then because that the market condition suits my trading strategy, so it kind of like goes up accumulative. Because my trading strategy kind of involved in some sort of like mean reversal, so you can see things are going up. It's kind of like, yeah, so far so good at that moment. But there are a lot of like incomplete stuff in terms of the in-depth logic to think about, because yeah, this trading bot is based on solely on the numbers. Anyway, let's continue with the ChatGPT stuff. Now, we have introduced enough what are the worst and the best options, the flaw for creations of bot using AI, and here we will be starting our lessons. Oh, and don't worry about the code for executing the trades. I have been using on my account, my real account, and it's kind of like works awesome, wonderful, mamma mia, so awesome. Okay, let's get started. First, of course, you will need a ChatGPT account. It's free to register. It doesn't cost a penny. And then second, you will need to go to this URL, the platform openai.com/playground. Then you'll be entering this page. So for when you first enter this page, you will require to click your profile and then get the avatar here, and then click profile, and then enter the billing page, and then enter all your billing details, and then you need to top up like some $5 or $10. I'm not sure about it. It's a really low amount in order to test out to get your first try. So I have done mine already, and then let's continue. And then let me first briefly introduce the platform a little. Okay, this is the chat room like we usually see on the web versions. At the very center of the at the very center of this is the chat box. Was literally the same like the web versions, but here you can edit what the bot replies, like something like this. Okay, click the edit button and then you can just like cut it off or maybe delete and regenerate a new stuff. Okay, and then on the right hand side you're able to select which chat model you would like to chat with, just like this. Okay, and then for example, for reasoning model, it would be like the O1, and then you have the O3, and then O1 mini as well, and then the everyday use cases like the ChatGPT 4.0, which I don't recommend it for coding. And then you will have the audio preview or the old model like the ChatGPT 3.5 and then the 3.5 Turbo, which costs really little money. I have searched a little bit on Reddit. What I say is that the 3.5 versions works better and makes more sense than the new one 4.0. Some says kind of like conspiracy. Anyway, here we will be using O1 mini. Compared to other models, the old models, these old models starting with the O, right? Okay, the reasoning model are more preferred for coding, and that kind of like applies on the O3, the new model as well. I haven't tried that. The reason we choose O1 was because it's roughly 10 times cheaper than the version without the word mini. The reason that I choose O1 mini was because that model was like 10 times cheaper than the one without the word mini. Okay, here the O1 is really expensive. Okay, so we used the O1 mini versions. According to what they say is that model size is a little smaller, so it requires less computing power. For more details about the model price, you can actually search for the OpenAI API pricing. On this page, right, you can actually see the price differences of all. Like if like what we talked about earlier is that OpenAI O1, the input, that means what you tell them to do, right? 1 million tokens, that's about 4 million character words, right? Approximate that, right? You input, it means you talk to the bot, right? It would cost this much. And then the output, right, what generated from the bot, what they talk to you, right, in response, right, will cost this much. But then for the mini versions, right, it would cost only like less than 10 times, 10 times or 15 times less. So, and this applies the same on the output as well. Yeah, here is it. No, this one is the 4.0, 4.0 mini. So I personally try O1 and O1 mini. I don't feel much differences, so I can't comment that if O1 is better than the O1 mini versions or vice versa. Okay, so we have already said here we will be starting asking the bot. It's like we type the message here that bot, I will need you to create an EA trading bot for MT4. I will need you to create me a simple moving average bot with the rules of if the moving average period value 7 crosses above the moving average period value 14, a buy will be triggered. Otherwise, if 7 crosses below the 14, it will trigger a sell. Please note, only start an order when the line crosses. Okay, and then we add additional stuff like please also provide safety measurements like maximum 5 pips on sleep page and 5 pips on spread. Thanks, bot. Then you can also add this. You can also please make it the 7 and 14 a variable value where the 7 must be smaller than the 14. With that, when the lower value crosses the bigger one, it trigger a trade. The rules are unchanged if the lower value crosses above the bigger one. Buy. If it crosses below it, then sell. Okay, you then type enter and then wait for the response. For the O1 model, it takes quite a little time, like 20 seconds or maybe like 30 seconds to generate an output. So if you are impatient, right, you can actually just copy open another tab of these playground, and then you can just generate like multiple instances. So you have multiple instances to generate multiple results. Yeah. You can actually click the format as JSON, then you will have all the stuff in explanation of the code. You could actually just copy the code from here. This is the ending, right? You copy the code from, this is the ending. Okay, this little, what you call it, the tick, right? Was the ending. Then just copy the code here. Okay, yeah. The MetaEditor, if you could find it, and then you right click on the export, and then you click open it, a folder, and then here's my list of bot that I actually made, and then with a lot of updates, right? A lot of updates because the bot has a lot of like incompetent area to complete. The logic is incomplete. I will need to keep on refine my logic on the trading bot. So here we will click on the right click and then click new and then click the new text document. So we double click it, okay, and then we paste the code. Oh, sorry. We will first need to open the WordPad, and then we paste the code, and then you just copy it again and then paste it here because the format is a little bit off with that way. Then you paste the code. You can add your name here, or what do you call it? I forgot suddenly. So anyway, you will need to click the file and then click Save As button. Then you will just click here and then click All Files. Just click that my very simple moving average bot .mq4. Cool. Okay, now let's continue with the strategy test though. Now we have select our bot, and then we need to configure the value a little bit. Like we have asked the ChatGPT to provide a variable value to edit what we want, right? So now let's say that we open it up. We could see a 7 here, and we could see 14 here, right? It's like the 7 SMA, the simple moving average. When it crosses the 14, crosses below it, it triggers a sales order, and then when it crosses above it, it will trigger a sell order, right? Now, one thing I forgot to do is that the take profit and the stop losses. I forgot it. So anyway, you can recreate a new one since this is a simple start. Try to demonstrate it how it works. Now just try a simple test. Okay, let's click OK and then see how it works. Okay, click this. For this model, right, you can try to click every click if you are serious for the strategy result. But for me, right, just want to test it out, I just click the open price only. Every tick means like something like this, right? It moves like every tick. Every dot here is considered every tick. The open price only is like the open price of every candlestick. Like you see here, right, the open price of it, and then you have the open price of it here, open price of it here. It saves a lot of time for testing the result. But if you want a more precise one, you should go for the every tick. Now click start and see how the bot works. Oh, not a satisfying result. Oh. Okay, so anyway, that's how our first bot works. It doesn't seem to be a satisfying result because we didn't put a stop loss, we didn't put a take profit, we didn't put a trailing stop, blah blah. We didn't really make it a proper bot, but it still works as a bot. Now we can try another bot. So if you want to create another bot, right, can actually try this. Bot, Mr. Bot. I would like to have a great bot only in buy positions. It does not open any short position. The rules is that every 20 pips differences from 100 to 90, there are numbers like 99.8, 99.6, 99.4, a gap of 20 pips each, right? Every drawdown of 20 pips, I will need you to open a trade. And if it happens that it goes up, you can close the trade in profit. But the rules is that the top one will close with 10 pips. The lower than the top one, the previous top will close at 12 pips. Previous one again will close at 14 pips with an incremental 2 pips increase as it opens more trade in green. Now I want to try it on USD JYP. USD JYP is with 3 decimal, not to be confused with 4 decimal on normal pairs. Make it work correctly. Please try it and see. Yeah, something like that. Okay, now that the bot is completed, we copy the code again here, and then here to here, and then we just just open the new document text we opened earlier, and then we can actually save as again with the MQ4 format, and then we put that USD JPY grid bot. We will go back to the MT4 again, and then we click setting. We refresh the expert advisor to make it appear here. And then we go for only long positions because USD yen has been going upward, so this bot is for sure it makes money. Okay, and then we click on the initial take profit. We will skip the maximum slippage just in case. Okay, we will go for the USD JPY. Our trade should start at 2022. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. Let's see how our account grows. Okay. Don't be too surprised of the result because of the nature of the Japanese yen. Their currency are meant to be in the negative interest rate sectors, like because of the 3 arrows from the Abe Shinzo's. So when the interest rate gap between the yen and other currencies, say for example that yen is negative 50%, right? 0.50%, right? And then the dollar is the 5.5, right? So you have a gap differences of 6, right? Then yen will have a really hard time, and the result shows that the bot works because of it. But we might see a little changes now because we have the yen moving into the positive rate sector now, and the Federal Reserve in US is reversing now from being hawkish to dovish. Though we are kind of fearful there might be some economic event or maybe like downturn happening soon, provided that all of the economic data in the world hasn't been positive since. Oh well. At any rate, if you have any interesting bot or strategy to share, right? Please drop me a message. We could try to like code a bot together. And then thanks for watching and see you again soon. Bye.